The nation's capital has drawn a large amount of newcomers in recent years. The Census Bureau estimated that between July 1st, 2012 and July 1st, 2013, the city added 13,000 new residents. There are currently more than 640,000 residents in the district, making it the largest it has been since the 1970s. The influx in population has come with the consequence of an increase in homelessness. DC is adding 1,000 new residents a month, but there is nowhere for everyone to live. Primaries for DC mayor take place on April 1st, and addressing homelessness in DC is a major priority for all of the candidates. Mayor Vincent C. Gray discussed his plan, if re-elected, at the mayoral candidate debate at Howard University.
The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we have to use our public power, and that is to buy down the cost of housing so that we don't have people displaced in the District of Columbia.
We've invested $187 million. I promise to invest more. We're doing everything we can to get people back to work so they can afford to pay for the things that they want, and also increasing their wages. So I think we're moving in the right direction. Do we have a ways to go? Absolutely.
Since the fall, there has been a 135% increase in families entering homeless shelters. Shelters such as the Emory House in Northeast DC, which offers the Emory Workbed program. The program provides free rent for 6 months to people working at least 20 hours a week. Participants must also pass a background check. Herbert Baylor is the housing specialist for the Coalition for the Homeless and has been working with Emory for 5 years. The program only has room for 100 residents, and Baylor's job is to help every resident get back on their feet any way he can.
We have job fairs here. The other major criteria is to have to save at least 50% of their income, and that money goes towards them moving towards self-sufficiency.
Meet 57-year-old resident James Davidson, who is originally from Mississippi and is just a few months shy of getting his master's degree. He joined the Emory House in October of 2013 after being evicted from his home in Northeast.
Unfortunate stuff do happen to people. A lot of people don't think it can happen to them, but in my case, that's what happened. Oh, yeah. I never thought it would happen to me, but I'm sitting here now living proof.
60-year-old Robert Daniels is originally from Detroit, but moved to D.C. 5 years ago when he began working for the federal government. He joined the Emory program 5 months ago after he couldn't afford the increase in rent at his Northwest D.C. home.
And in the neighborhood that I was staying in, there was an influx of people coming from not only the suburbs, but it was a lot of immigrants as well that were moving in who were prepared to pay the high prices of rent in that area.
The residents here at Emory realize they're in a tough situation, but they remain in good faith and refuse to feel sorry for themselves.
You have to do something about it. You can't just wallow in your despair. You have to try to get into different programs. And another thing about Washington, D.C., there's a lot of programs that will help you.
Hopefully in the next couple of months, in my own place, and everything finish up that degree with nothing else.
For Spotlight News, I'm Talib Babb.